Hey man, say man, it's your boy Big Dreams. Welcome back to the channel. Before we carry on any further with this video, make sure y'all like, make sure y'all comment, most importantly, make sure y'all subscribe and hit that post notification bell, set it to all. We is back with another banger video, back with another reaction video, man. And today, y'all see the screen, we are gonna be reacting to Fired, Mr. Tendernism, replaced and sent home after Keith Lee drama, and stolen trademark exposed. This is on Pink Book Lessons, man. I'm finna go ahead and dig in here and see what's going on. I'm not gonna make the opening of this video too long. All I ask is that y'all smash that like button so this video can rank higher in the algorithm. Go crazy in the comments. Let me know what you want me to react to. And if you're watching me and you're not subscribed, man, subscribe. That's all I ask. We finna go ahead and dig in, man.
Even the way that
Make
you
sure the
approach
volume all the way
it,
up.
as for anybody else, there's a lot of people visible on social media. To offer a tip to a business owner was crazy. That was the other thing too, is like he really thinks Walt is like this helpless guy who needs his help. How are you going to tip a business owner? Tip the whole staff.
Come on, guys, we're sorry. If we knew someone famous was in the store.
But he don't own Destination Smokehouse though, do it? Because I could have sworn when I first seen Unc, I can't remember how long it's been because I've been watching videos with Unc saying Tendernism now for some years, bro. He's been saying that for the longest. And before I even seen this guy's face, I only saw Unc. I only saw him. I don't know if he has partial ownership or half ownership of that company or anything of that nature. But when it dropped, the news was he didn't own Destination Smokehouse at all. He was just there, and he's the face of a company that he don't own, and he's using the term tendernism. He's driving in all these people, bringing in all these celebrities. They want to come through and do collabs and videos and stuff with him. And I'm not going to lie. From the outside looking in, on my opinion and my perspective, once I figured out that he wasn't a full owner, I kind of smelt some BS coming. I smelt some BS coming. It's always situations like these where people use you for their benefit. And once they're ready to kick you to the curb, they kick you to the curb. And whatever you brought to the table, whatever words or phrases or terms or whatever, they're going to take that. They're going to take everything that you introduce to the world to help build their brand and their business. That's not to take away from the quality of what Destination Smokehouse brings to the people. That's not to take away from them, because they may have been making meat like that since way before Unc got there. But it's the simple fact that Unc elevated the business, he elevated the likeness, he elevated the knowledge to all these people, all these celebrities, and they came there because of him. You don't see this dude's face right here in the videos shaking the ribs off the bone, shaking the brisket. You don't see people making videos talking about this dude. They're talking about Unc. They're talking about Unc. They there because of him. And if they kicked him to the curb, and if they took his term tendernism and trademarked it for themselves, that's crazy. That's crazy. And I also wish that Unc had acted on that trademark for himself beforehand. I wish he had acted on that beforehand. He should have did that himself for himself. Because I smell something like this coming. You don't look at stuff like this and think that it's going to continue to be good. No, it's always some type of hidden agenda somewhere. It's always some type of hidden agenda somewhere. And y'all not finna tell me, even right here in this particular situation, that Unc don't feel some type of way about how they did Keith Lee. Knowing what Keith Lee was coming out to do for him.
Come on, guys, we're sorry. If we knew someone famous was in the store, we would have treated him like a king. We thought he was a regular customer, so we treated him like a bag of dog. I mean, what do you want us to do? Is that seriously your apology?
So allegedly, they have fired Unc from Destination Smokehouse, Mr. Tenderism himself. That's what I said. Allegedly, they had fired Unc from the Tenderism Destination Smokehouse, because all he was the face of it anyway. Because of Keith Lee, we found out that y'all was already cutting the meat off the bone to make it tender. sides ain't hitting on nothing, but the oxtails were good and we don't even know who was cooking them because it wasn't But come to find out, he done got rid of to try to steal the trademark Tendernism. That's right.
I know everybody is going in on this smokehouse destination with and them, but I just got one thing to say that's been bothering me. It's tendernism, not tenderism.
Oh yeah, I be seeing people do that too. It's nism, not ism, nism.
Put the nick. I'm talking about put the nick in the niz. Tendernism.
So the owner of Destination Smokehouse, who used aka Mr. Tendernism, to get extremely famous and make a whole lot of money for his restaurant, looks like he's replaced Mr. Tendernism, and now we see him all the time. Not only do we see him,
let me keep it a buck with y'all. On something else. I heard he had security in the doggone restaurant for a couple security guys. You know how much money you gotta make to pay a couple security guys to walk around a restaurant with You know what you paying them? Them security guys ain't cheap. And my question to them is, was y'all paying what he was really worth? Not no number that he was okay with seeing. Was y'all paying him what he's really worth? Y'all got security on him. Was y'all really paying him what he was really worth? That's my question.
now we see other people that we have never seen before on all the videos.
I don't know what's really going on with Mr. Tendernism. They're saying the owner of the restaurant dropped him off at the airport, mentioned something about being with his family. The same owner that I showed y'all already that's trying to trademark his name, Mr. Tendernism. If you missed that breakdown, the link is below. Go ahead and watch the last video to catch up. But we gotta be very clear. The name Mr. Tendernism, that brand, all of that is supposed to belong to Walt Johnson. The other guy is indeed the owner of the restaurant, so that's his business. But now he's also trying to own Mr. Tendernism. That's what we call Walt Johnson. And let's not forget, him and his jealous staff, they blocked Mr. Tendernism from receiving a $4,000 tip from Keith Lee. Now all of a sudden Unc is kicked out the restaurant and you're seeing all these other people in videos replacing him, which is crazy because this place didn't even start off as a barbecue spot. The owner originally had a coffee shop that failed. Then he met Mr. Tendernism, who taught him all this stuff on the grill. Because let's be real, none of these people you see in this video came up in a culture where oxtails were even on the Sunday menu. And that's the giveaway.
Y'all, the way this whole tenderism situation is playing out, it really feels like the owner does not want Mr. Tenderism to realize his brand is now bigger than that restaurant. Because once Mr. Tenderism fully understands that the audience is coming for him, not the building, opportunities start going directly to him. And if that happens, he won't need to keep tap dancing for the restaurant anymore.
Oh, no, he gonna be straight regardless.
Keith tried to give Uncle a huge tip, 5 bands. And security stepped in like an FBI agent talking about he has to give it to the whole restaurant. Why are you telling another grown man what to do with his own money? Not everybody is going to follow your little system just because you said so. As the owner, all you had to do was sit back, let Mr. Tenderism do what he does, collect your money, and enjoy the wave. So what if Mr. Tenderism becomes bigger than the restaurant and eventually leaves? You still would have had the viral surge. You still would have made serious money. You still would have benefited from his audience and his buzz. Y'all could have kept working together and both won. But instead, it feels like you want to keep him small. Keep him dependent.
They don't want him to be bigger than the program because he did get bigger than the program.
And now suddenly you're in all the videos trying to be the star. And that's why people are side-eyeing this situation. Because it's starting to look less like teamwork and more like control.
Why you need him to say it on camera so bad? Because you know you messed up?
On social media to offer a tip to a business owner was crazy. That was the other thing too. Is like he really
offering tips to a business owner. What's wrong with that?
How are you going to tip a business owner? Tip the
To find negative in someone tipping you as a business owner is weird, as if that's not something that Keith Lee regularly does. And to insinuate
right, for real, he do that on a regular.
Money, the tip because they're not a struggling old man is also weird. Is giving your man that the money wasn't offered to you, as you clearly explained, because your man wasn't offered to the entire staff. And then to post you sending him back home at the airport is not a good look. I don't care if he did have a prior arrangement that he needed to attend to. You're never coming back from this. You're not.
So leg one is down, brother has to go What's up with him too? How you feel, man? Pretty good, pretty good.
And I know we've all been wondering this same thing. Where's his family? Where's Walter's family? Because it's giving financial abuse at this point.
Good brother, I appreciate you.
Yes,
I love you. Thank you for coming out here.
Uncle Tendernism just got fired. Allegedly. I just seen the melanated man sending him somewhere and talking about he's gonna go back to his family. And the melanated man had to make him say I love you before he got on a plane or whatever. If he let go of the tenderness man, why can't someone else pick that man up? Why can't someone black help that man out? Because y'all will make plenty of money. Because if he's the reason that them ribs is that tender, he can have his own. He ain't got to worry with nobody. But did that mayonnaise mother get rid of Uncle Tendernism? And if he did, the restaurant done.
Take a look. Listen, I feel like I've been on their head. But here's the thing, right? People noticing, dang, man, Uncle in the videos our uncle's recorded. And obviously he's the owner, he can do what he wants, but we know he wasn't doing that before. Why are you doing it now? There's two parts to this. One, it's kind of a smart move because he's realizing how much Unc value us of drawing in customers just from Unc being authentic and being himself. And now he's realizing, all right, I can't just rely on that. He's trying to move away from it. But where he's failing is, it's like, it's not you. You don't got it like that. Like, the Keith Lee thing, adding on to that already makes the people not like you. So now you're trying to put yourself in the face, and you're the owner.
I'm also keeping a buck on this too. I don't even think it was the Keith Lee thing. I think it was when people found out that he wasn't a full owner of Destination Smokehouse. I don't even think it was the Keith Lee thing. The Keith Lee thing might have added the icing on the cake, but when people found out he wasn't the owner of the restaurant, that kind of swayed people's like views and opinions on Destination Smokehouse then. Because I know it swayed mine. I thought owned Destination Smokehouse. He was the only person that I seen before I actually seen this guy. I don't know his name, but I didn't see him until maybe a whole year or two of me watching Uncle Walk this whole time. And once that hit the internet that Unc wasn't the owner, I was like, dang, I thought he owned a restaurant this whole time. I thought so. But I don't think it was the Keith Lee situation that did it, in my opinion. I think it was when people found out that he wasn't the owner of that restaurant. And if you ask me, if you look at that situation, man, you will already have that idea that they're using him. You would get that idea. Because situations like this don't ever end good, where you're the face of a company or a franchise that you don't own, but you're the reason why the revenue is going up. You're the reason why the lines wrapped around the building. You're the reason why people like Desi Banks and Boss Man D-Lo done showed up. You're the reason why all these other famous people like Keith Lee done showed up. You're the reason why the freaking restaurant is such a household name all over the country. Not just in the state where they located, all over the country. It's a household name. You got people making vlogs and TikToks and all this stuff flying out there to try Destination Smokehouse strictly off of the strength of Uncle Walt. Strictly off of the strength of him. And allegedly they fired him. Tell me you didn't expect that to be coming. And I didn't speak that over Uncle Walt because I don't want nothing bad to happen to nobody. But when you see a situation like that, you literally have to just watch out and know that, hey man, them people can be some snakes for real. Anytime it's a situation like this, 99% of the time, somebody's getting done wrong. A lot of people ain't getting paid what they worth and all that. I seen something like this coming from a mile away. And I know it's still alleged, but I seen something like this coming from a mile away. But if this is true, Uncle Walt gonna always be straight. If he had to teach bruh how to grill, Unc got the sauce. He can open up his own stuff and be just fine. Be just fine. All the podcasts in the world, all the vlogs, all the YouTube, all the TikTok, all the Instagram, all the Facebook, all the social media money, business money in the world, he will be just fine. I promise y'all, bro. I promise y'all, because he's the reason, at least why I know of him. He the reason why I know about Destination Smokehouse. And I know he's the reason why a lot of other people know about Destination Smokehouse. That's not to take away from what they've done. But Unc is the reason for a whole lot of stuff for that business, man. He is. And for this to even be surfacing the internet that he's allegedly been kicked to the curb by them, that's crazy.
It comes off as, inauthentic. So ideally, a business, you would want to find another pivot. And see, even now, you can't really introduce somebody new because it's too fresh. We all know it's coming off as inauthentic, and we gonna see right through that.
Is it just me, or did Unc go from tendernism to colonialism? Because ever since Keith Lee pulled up to that restaurant and exposed what was really going on, I have not seen him doing any promo for the restaurant, but instead, I have been seeing the owner. Now, I'm not saying that man cannot do promo for his own restaurant, because he absolutely can. But what I am saying is we did not see him before this situation with Keith Lee. We did not even know who he was before the situation with Keith Lee. But we did know Unc, right? We was feeling Unc, we was vibing with Unc, which is how this whole tendernism situation even came about. So the fact that you went out and trademarked tendernism and did not allow him to do so speaks volumes to me. And another thing, maybe I'm just petty. Now, I've seen people gentrify neighborhoods, but to gentrify a restaurant is diabolical as hell to me. Because ever since I had not been seeing Unc, I will say that I had been seeing the owner and all of his friends, his cousins, his buddies, whoever them people is. But let me just tell you, baby, their vibe is not there. Their energy is not on point. It is definitely not the same. So if anything, you might want to go get Unc back, because, baby, you ain't hitting on whatever you out there trying to do. It ain't going to work. Bring Mr. Tendernism back, effective immediately.
You telling me they just got rid of the Mr. Tendernism, the one that slaying the meat off the bone and the fall off the bone? Because the owner wanted to be the head honcho, he want to dance in the videos, he want to be the star in all the music videos, he want to be the head honcho. Brother, you couldn't advertise your business. That's why you had to get Tendernism to do a little flavor, put a little flavor in there. Now you gonna hate on the brother, you gonna fly the brother out, you gonna fire the brother, whatever dude is. I just heard brother ain't there no more. I don't know if he taking a vacation, I don't know if he doing this or that, but they said, hey, the boss, he mad at him because he ain't getting the limelight. Brother, don't get mad at the man, that Mr. Tendernism, because he put light on your business. That put money in your pocket. Now you wanna be the head honcho, bro. You gonna learn one day. But now Unc has blown up, got popular. People flying in. Just think about this. People buying plane tickets for hundreds of dollars, thousands of dollars, hotels, just to go there and buy some food and to see Unc. And he didn't like that. So it looks like Unc has been pushed to the side. And now we just seeing the owner all the time that doesn't have any personality, any charisma, any on-camera presence at all. But he didn't want Unc being the face of his restaurant, despite using him to make a whole bunch of money and to get popular.
Okay, this is the one I was waiting for.
I don't care how you think.
All right, go ahead, Cynthia.
Cynthia does eat turkey. I don't have anything to say. This is crazy. This is one of the best quality control trays we've done because there's like no feedback.
Nobody coming to see you, Otis.
That looks like it's lacking flavor and it looks burnt. Throw that in the trash. So you put the star of the show on a plane and sent him home, and now you're trying to introduce new characters to the show. We're not watching your show anymore. Sometimes being a secret investor, the manager, or the accountant, anything behind the scenes is where some people belong. That's where you belong. We don't want to see you dancing in the video. If you want to save your brand and get your momentum back, take your ass to the back. Bring Unc back and let him go back to doing what he was doing, being Mr. Tendernism, taking his glasses off. That's what got the attention. Go back to doing what works. Stop trying to be the superstar. It's not your lane.
I don't know, something isn't right about the situation. Where did Mr. Tendernism go? I think we need to talk to him again now that all these handlers are gone from around him. I just need to know one thing. Did he sign anything? Did he sign any paperwork? Because we're dealing with a real shady character here who would tell the world he basically didn't deserve a tip and will go behind his back to trademark his name. It's just all crazy to me. As far as Mr. Tendernism going anywhere else, I would like to see if he signed any paperwork that will prevent him from doing that. But like I said before, I don't see him finding another job so easily that's going to also appreciate his value. And he doesn't have the capital or capacity to be running around talking about opening up a restaurant at his age either. The restaurant business is not easy. And who said he even wanted that? I don't know. I also wonder what's going to happen with that car. Remember they got him a car? Because in that last video with the owner and then the guy with the Haitian flag and the hand signals, both of them up there talking crazy about Keith Lee and why he would offer a $4,000 tip to Mr. Tendernism. In that video, you can clearly see they knocked all the energy and life out of Unc. And I ain't like that at all. It was not a good look. But I digress. Let's go ahead and get the conversation started. Tell me what you think about this below. What's really going on with Mr. Tendernism? Now I have something very special coming up for my true supporters. If you want to be a part of that group, the first one to get access, you want to click the link below, sign up for my wait list, just like my people right here.
Hi, this is Joy from South Carolina. Miss Pink Book, just want to shout out to you. Congratulations on your 500K subscribers. I wish you many, many more with years to come.
That's the end of it.
I've always loved your content for the past. You hit over 500.
Yeah, that's the end of it. So, man, look here. We gonna cut it off right there. I know this whole time I was speaking from a place of it happened for real, even though this is all still alleged. But still, something don't seem right about this whole situation. Something don't seem right, and I'm gonna stick by that. You know, yeah, that's all I gotta say, man. This is the end of the video. Make sure y'all like, make sure y'all comment. Most importantly, make sure y'all subscribe and hit that post notification bell. Set it to all social media links will be in the description. The link to the previous reaction video will be there as well. Follow me on all my social medias. Click the link to the previous reaction video and watch that whole video after you watch this whole video. Don't forget that the link to the second channel will be in the description as well. Make sure y'all go over there, subscribe, and show love, because y'all will be seeing my face over there from time to time. But listen, I love y'all, and I appreciate y'all for showing me love back. And we out this thing, man, for real.